Menzel.
Hello.
And you have your very own calendar right here. Miss Amy Cook Menzel is my dear friend, and this is Miss Adaria. Hey, what's up, everybody? And I've known Miss Amy for probably since like early 1992.
Yeah.
And we're both Stocktonites, and that's how we met, through that lovely school and through a bunch of our friends who were in mutual bands.
Yes.
And hung out at this cool place on the campus, off the campus of Stockton, which was like 2 guys from one band, 2 guys from another band, and it was called The Cabin. Yes, so it was like 90s jam band vibe, Grateful Dead, Fish. It was just a wonderful scene. Music, nature. We used to hike and go canoeing and all kinds of stuff. It was just wonderful. And I'm very happy to know this lady for all these decades. And she's made her mark in the world of Atlantic County by working here at the Atlantic County Utilities Authority for how long?
A long time.
A long time. How many years would that be? Are you willing to admit that on camera?
Well, I started in 1996.
Nice.
But I
Did you pause?
did have a pause. And then I came back. So,
Wow.
yeah, I had a 2-year pause.
That's
I went to work
wonderful.
somewhere else.
Okay. And they welcomed you back with open arms. They were like, Amy, where were you?
I had to try a few times to get back in.
Okay.
It was part-time. And, so I worked in a lot of different departments here.
And what is your current position?
Communications manager.
And is that something that you wanted to do? I mean, did you strive for that, or did you just eventually?
You know, it's kind of like a happy accident. I think
Yeah.
even just working at the ACUA in general, because when I was at Stockton, I took a lot of environmental classes. It was always something that I was interested in, but I was afraid of the math.
Oh,
So
I hear you.
Yeah, so when it was time to choose my major, I picked psychology because I was also interested in that, and it didn't involve too much calculus
math.
or anything. So so I've always had an interest in the environment, and then I was between jobs, and I went to a temp agency because I just wanted to work, and I got placed here at the ACUA doing administrative work while somebody was out on medical leave, and then I guess I did an okay job because when they came back, they said, do you want to be an intern? So then I was an intern, and then I got moved to the finance department and worked there for a while. So after I worked there for a good long while, I said, this is not really my bag.
Yeah.
And,
Didn't finance involve math?
it did. It did. And
Weren't we trying to get away from that?
Them. I said, I don't even do the checkbook at home.
Do they have a psychology department here?
No. So,
And aren't you married to like a math professor?
yeah, and he wasn't when we got married, though. So it really worked out. Things have worked out great for me.
I'm so glad. You're like, honey, can you do the math? He's like, yes. That's
I have a math
wonderful.
problem. I can call him up. I'm like, do you want to do a math problem? He gets
Professor
so
John,
excited.
Professor John, I have a math problem for you. It's probably not hard enough for him.
Oh, he's always happy to do math.
Good.
Yeah.
So let's see. Tell me a little bit about the history of the ACUA and why I'm finding it to be very green. What was the inspiration about that? Who took the helm over, and when did it become greenish? As that.
Well,
term?
I think it's always been green in a way because while it might not sound very glamorous, our role here, our main responsibility is to handle waste.
Right.
So,
Someone's
handling
got
it
to,
in a
right?
safe way to
Yeah.
prevent pollution is very green.
Yes.
But I will say that our president, Rick Dovey, is really has a vision for the organization and is really always looking to have us lead and innovate and find ways to incorporate renewable energy into what we do and to be more efficient and effective. So anything that we do, any of our green initiatives, they really have to make sense financially for us to do it. So they're not only helping the environment, but they're helping us by saving money.
I've noticed that you had a number of electric vehicles that are plugged in. And are they used for the site, or do you have other vehicles that I'm not seeing that are hybrids or electric, and what do you use them for?
So we've always really had used not electric vehicles, alternative fuel vehicles.
Right.
Long before electric vehicles, we had a couple that ran on propane.
Right.
So we were running our collection vehicles on biodiesel for quite a long time. We had the largest biodiesel fleet in New Jersey.
That's amazing.
And now we...
Can I just interrupt you
Yeah.
there? Where were you sourcing the fuel for that biodiesel, and what was it?
It was
Like vegetable oil? Okay.
soybean, and it was locally sourced.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you didn't have to go like to the dumpster behind Denny's to go to the grease
we didn't.
thing.
That would have been cool though. Yeah. So we've been switching our fleet over to compressed natural gas.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And so it's much cleaner to burn, and it's also less expensive. So it's been a big benefit to us. We have a compressed natural gas fueling station here, and we're looking forward to being able to take gas from the landfill. When the garbage decomposes, it creates gases like methane,
Right.
which is a really bad gas to have go into the
Let
environment.
go. Right.
So we capture that gas with wells that go through the landfill. We kind of suck it out so it doesn't escape into the atmosphere. And we have a partner for turning the landfill gas into electricity. So all the power here at our environmental park comes from garbage.
That's amazing.
So there's plenty of extra power left that goes out to the homes and businesses near here. And we are looking forward to being able to take the excess gas from the landfill, because there's so much that's generated, more than we can use. So the excess gas, we're hoping to be able to clean it up so that we can use that instead of the natural gas that we use for our trucks. So we'd be taking gas from the landfill and fueling our trash trucks with it.
That's really incredible. Can you tell me a little bit about your wastewater treatment facility and the wind turbines in Atlantic City?
Sure, you have to come and visit there sometime.
Oh gosh, I've driven by it a number of times when I was going to a library. We have a New Jersey Library Association convention, which takes place at Hara. I never know how to say
Harris.
that. Okay, so Harris. And so I watched the wind turbines out the window, and I'm just like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's very cool. So our wastewater treatment plant is in Atlantic City, and you've probably seen, if you've gone to Atlantic City, you've probably seen the turbines. There's 5 of them, and they produce a lot of power on a windy day.
I bet.
And it's actually more power than we need for our facility.
Wow.
We don't own the wind turbines. It's another
Okay.
company. So
All
it's an
right.
expensive project. So,
Right.
but we do benefit from it because we get our power at a really low rate. So
Okay.
it's about half the cost that we would pay if we were purchasing it normally. We have a lot of solar panels over there too, so we get about 65% of our power from renewable energy. If we could hold on to the power for when we needed it, we could be 100% renewable.
Right.
So we do also have a battery demonstration project over there, so a big battery that can hold 1 megawatt of power. But we use so much power over there. It's
I'm
very
sure.
energy intensive to treat
Right.
wastewater. We get about 28 million gallons a day.
Oh, Lori.
So that's a lot.
That is a lot. Oh my goodness. Any other green energy sources that we haven't talked about that you folks employ or are planning
Wind,
to?
solar, the landfill gas will be used for fuel too. So those are the main ones. We're looking forward to another project that's in the works, is to put some solar panels on our landfill.
Oh, wow.
So that's a community solar project. So that's so that people nearby and the Pleasantville Housing Authority can purchase solar, even if they can't put it on their roofs themselves. They can purchase it at a cost that would be lower than their regular electric.
Oh, that's incredible. How do you get the word out about your Earth Day events? And you have some wonderful Earth Day events here. Are you the person that instigated that, or?
No, that was before me. We would have celebrated our 30th
Wow.
Earth Day in 2020,
Yeah.
but we had to, not have a in-person Earth Day last year and this year too, just to be safe.
Yeah.
So because believe it or not, we get about 6,000 to 8,000 people
I know.
come to the
It's
environmental
amazing.
park.
I've been here for an Earth Day, and it's incredible. You have
It's
a lot
so
of
fun.
you have a lot of vendors that are
Tons of
selling
vendors.
like reused and repurposed things that
Yeah.
you know, like bags and trash cans and things that are made out of like Wrigley's spearmint gum wrappers and
Yeah.
just really cool stuff. You have
Yeah.
rain barrel demonstrations.
Lots of workshops.
I remember going inside and seeing some critters.
Yeah, live animal shows.
Live animal shows.
Did you get to take a hayride to the top of the landfill?
I did not. I
Oh,
opted
okay.
out.
Usually
think-
there's a big line.
I think what I did was I took a walk in your
Oh, good.
what's right behind
the
Amy.
poetry trail?
You can see there's a poetry trail right behind her. It's so beautiful, and it's so
Yeah.
nice to have, you know, in a facility like this to
Yeah.
actually be able to, you know, get in touch and recharge yourselves.
Yeah,
Not like you're an electric car or anything.
But that was really part of the vision too
Right.
for this facility. Not to, you know, it's where your garbage goes.
Yeah.
But for people, we call it the environmental park, and it's much more than a dump or a
Yes,
landfill.
Exactly.
It's a
Where
nice
people-
place to come.
yeah, it's a
You can
really
come
nice
and have
place
a
to come.
picnic. You know, play in the playground.
Yeah, I
come
just
to
want
the
to
community
show
garden.
the folks the beautiful playground. You see the slides that they built right into the hill. That tire is most likely repurposed, which is
all this stuff is recycled material. There's the
not only
tubes
that,
you
but
can crawl
yeah.
through.
Oh, look at that! Yeah, that's another hill over there where you can crawl through some tubes. They have a community garden going on
Yeah.
over there.
We have a big native plant garden.
Oh,
rain garden.
Beautiful. And then there's also a jet ski that you can come and ride on.
And that's something that would have gone into the landfill. If we
That's
didn't take it
right.
out.
So you could probably have about 40 of them here. Being so
a whole
close to the shore, you can have a whole fleet of
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. So your Earth Day events are well attended,
They are.
and people look forward to it.
Absolutely.
And you
So-
get lovely vendors, and you have workshops. Is it a one-day thing or?
It's one day. It's usually the Sunday closest to Earth Day.
Right.
Depending on where Easter falls and
Which
things
is
like
April 22nd for all you folks that have been living under that
yeah.
rock.
But this year things are different. But we have moved Earth Day online.
Oh,
so we
nice.
have virtual events all month, and you probably missed some already, but there's a lot of them are recorded, and we have videos that you can watch on demand.
And what's your website that people can go to?
It's really easy. It's ACUA.com.
ACUA.com, folks, and we'll probably put that up on the screen too. And let me see, Amy, let's see what other questions I have for you. Oh, and I'm very thrilled and honored that you asked me to be a part of your virtual programming by
Aw.
reading stories to the kids.
Introduce myself.
Sure.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, everybody.
Welcome to Story Time with Miss Amy.
Hi, everybody. We're here doing story time at the ACUA, and we have a great book that Miss Adaria picked out, and it is called The Pout Pout Fish Cleans Up the Ocean.
Woo.
It's by Deborah Dyson, and with pictures from Dan Hanna. And they've got other Pout Pout fish books.
Whoa. I think my director, Linda, picked out this book, and I'm so happy she did.
Can everybody see that? Is that okay?
Yeah.
See it all right? It's a little sunny out here, so let me know if it's hard to see anything.
Okay.
All right, the Pout Pout Fish cleans up the ocean. Look at him. He's in a big garbage can. We have lots of great pictures. There's so much going on under the... Okay. The ocean is amazing. Mr. Fish's grin was wide. The beautiful surroundings left him wonderstruck inside. And he looked so excited.
The illustrations are really cute.
They are. His head was full of happy and his heart was full of awe. But his smile sank away when he turned around and saw... Uh-oh.
What did he see? What did he see? Oh!
A big, big mess.
Pout,
Oh.
pout.
Is this going to make me cry?
I hope not. I have some tissues.
Okay. Okay, skip the page. Okay.
We skipped the big mess.
Whatever could it be? But he couldn't really tell. So he talked with a friend who had noticed it as well. There's a problem that needs solving and I don't know what to do. But I'm going to find some answers. Would you like to join me too?
I love the eyes of that purple fish.
Look at these little guys. There's so many funny little creatures.
Somebody's drinking some soda.
he's
Other
eating
people's eating
pizza.
pizza.
This guy's got a juice box.
He's got a juice box.
Absolutely, said Miss Shimmer, and she grabbed a few supplies. They'd travel to the mystery mess and see it with their own eyes. Swimming off, they were enchanted by the ocean, big and bright. But looming in the distance was that dark, dismal sight.
No!
Oh, I'm worried. The big, big mess. What's it made of? They both wondered. And they pondered this out loud. Around them, the others gathered in a small but growing crowd.
Plastic junkoids. That's a junkoid.
Oh, junkoid, that doesn't sound good.
No.
There's a problem that needs solving, and we don't know what to do, but we're going to find some answers. Would you like to join us too? Count us in, said Mr. Seahorse, and he powered up his rig. Enthusiasm bubbled. Yes, this group was getting big.
Look at the
I like
one
his
that's
rig.
wearing a mask over there.
Oh, he's got a mask.
Oh.
Look at his, oh my
Oh,
gosh.
his rig is really
there's more
cool.
pizza. Oh, there's a lot of garbage I'm seeing.
There is, and also the
Look at the balloon.
Oh,
do you know what
it
that
says,
balloon says?
Oh, it says Happy Earth Day. That's just preposterous.
Oh.
And this guy's bag is busted.
There's a hole in the bag,
no.
and stuff is falling out.
Like, I think that's a juice box.
A juice box fell out. This is not good.
This is not good at all.
They jetted through the ocean in a peaceful sort of bliss, but the thing that stretched before them was impossible to miss. A big, big mess.
No. Oh, look at the
it's
takeout
looking
food container
bad.
and plastic cutlery and straws and what?
Oh, there's
Oh,
little
six-pack rings. No.
Oh, not good.
Oh, poor ocean.
Who will fix it? The fish were asking, hoping someone else would know. There was a lot of conversation as they traveled with the flow. There's a problem that needs solving and we don't know what to do, but we're going to find some answers. Would you like to join us too?
Yeah. But only if we can go to Sam's Tacos, Donuts, and Wedding Cakes after.
Oh no!
He's stuck in the
Somebody's
ring.
gotta help him.
No.
And look at all the stuff. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Oh,
no, Turtle, that's not food,
They
Turtle.
don't know.
They don't know.
Sometimes
It looks
get
like a
confused.
jellyfish. No.
All as one, said Mrs. Squid as she swished away some junk. The group continued forward toward the nearing pile of gunk.
Oh, man.
They reached the mystery mess. They took measurements and samples. They made notes. They did research. They found similar examples. When everyone was finished, they assembled to discuss. They came to one conclusion. The problem is...
I bet it rhymes with discuss.
You think?
I think so.
Us!
No.
We made the big, big mess.
Oh.
They froze in disbelief. And then they all began to shout, feeling troubled and uneasy, and some began to pout.
And pout, pout.
Oh.
Oh, look, there's something leaking.
Oh, there's leaks.
Oh,
There's garbage.
no.
There's all kinds of stuff here that shouldn't be there.
No. I thought I saw a Funyun.
Yeah. Were they stuck with this forever?
Oh.
Would it worsen? Would it grow? Mr. Fish was worried too. But there's one thing that I know. It's awful that we caused it, but this bad news can be good, for it means that we can all solve it. If we all agree we should. That seems like a pretty easy thing to do, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Got all these creatures together.
That's right.
Silence filled the ocean. Their future was at stake. It was a moment of decision, but which one would they make? A big, big yes!
Yes!
We can do it, they exclaimed positively.
Woo-hoo!
Yes and yep. They all pitched in together and they cleaned the ocean up. Wow. That's great.
What did they do with all the stuff? Look, they got an underwater vacuum cleaner.
Ah! They gathered up the garbage with the help of everyone. They worked hard to fix it and remedy the damage they'd done. It's a lot of work cleaning up.
Certainly is. Not unlike the work that you good folks do here at the ACUA.
And it's always easier when other people help out.
Yeah.
Then they talked about new habits, how to travel with less trace and how to reduce their use of plastic and put trash in the right place. Problems have solutions, so we learn what we can do. Together, we're the answer.
That's right.
Would you like to join us too?
Yes! Yay!
Oh, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
So there is a note here
Yes.
from the creators of the Pout Pout Fish series. Mr. Fish and his friends are counting on you. Even if you don't live anywhere near a beach, there are many things you can do to help clean up and protect the ocean. You can learn more. Parents, teachers, and librarians
Hi, how's it going?
can help you learn more about risks to our oceans. Some questions to ask include, what are the causes of ocean damage? Which ocean creatures are affected? How do changes in our oceans impact other parts of our planet? So besides learning, you can take action, make choices based on what you learn. Can you use fewer packaged products and plastic containers?
Yeah, definitely.
That's easy, right? You can bring your water bottle and refill it.
That's right.
Things like that. You can use a reusable bag instead of a plastic bag.
You could bring your own Tupperware or glass containers to restaurants. For your takeout, or just in general. You can ask the restaurants if they would put your to-go order in your very own containers.
Yeah, there's so many things you can do.
You could use a paper straw or a bamboo straw or metal straws instead of plastic straws too.
Yeah. So what else can we do? Oh, you could participate in a trash cleanup.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can carpool or ride your bike instead of being in a car, maybe. And think about
This
other
is
ways.
New Jersey, right? No.
Think about other ways you can make a difference.
Oh, there's so many ways.
So many. Okay, and the last thing here is grow the change. So that means tell others about what you learn and about the changes you're making. Knowledge is powerful, and good choices are contagious. Scale up the impact of what you're doing by sharing it with family, friends, neighbors, and community leaders. Together, we're the answer. Thank you for joining us.
Yay! Everybody give Miss Amy Cook Menzel her own very large applause for that incredible book that she read. Woo!
That was a great book.
It was a great book and a great job. You're an excellent reader. You really got into it, which is wonderful.
Well,
some people read in monotone.
To get into a good book like that.
Thank you, Miss Amy, for having us here today. We really appreciate being with you and being at your beautiful place of work. And thank you for all that you do to keep our county, our state, our country and our beautiful world a cleaner and greener and meaner place, but not meaner like bad mean, like
Good mean.
good mean, like lean. On that note, bye. Hey everybody. We're reading The Water Protectors today here at the Atlantic County Utilities Authority. Yay! With our friend and audience member and co-filmographer, Amy Cook Menzel. We Are the Water Protectors was written by Carol Lindstrom and illustrated by Michaela Goad. And Carol dedicates this to Dan and Sam and to water protectors everywhere. And Michaela dedicates this for Mother Earth and all who defend her. And all of you folks out there too. Okay, let me just make sure that we are the water protectors. Water is the first medicine, Nokomis told me. That's probably Nokomis, a nice wise elder. I don't know if she's a grandma, but she's a nice older lady. We come from water. It nourished us inside of our mother's body as it nourishes us here on Mother Earth. Water is sacred, she said. Look at that beautiful picture. That's probably why we like the water so much, because we're in a giant water bath in our mama's bellies. And water is soothing and like nice to be in the rivers and the ocean. We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. The river's rhythm runs through my veins. It runs through my people's veins. That's a beautiful notion of the rhythm of the water running through your veins. It does, it does. Aren't we like 90-something% water anyway?
Mm-hmm.
And 4% sitcom and 3% something else. Sam's tacos and wedding cakes. My people talk of a black snake that will destroy the land. No, it looks like a pipeline. Spoil the water, poison plants and animals, wreck everything in its path. Yeah. When my people first spoke of the black snake, they foretold that it wouldn't come for many, many years. Look at that beautiful picture of the stars and their houses and the folks gathered around the fire. And Nokomis weaving that tale of the elders who were foretelling of this. Now the black snake is here. Its venom burns the land, courses through the water, making it unfit to drink. No offense to snakes. I happen to really love snakes. But they're just kind of making this pipeline into an analogy of a snake. Take courage. I must keep the black snake away from my village's water. I must rally my people together. Do you see her and her power and strength is the whole fullness of the health and integrity of the water and all the creatures, flora and fauna that live in and around it and depend on it to be healthy for them and the people. To stand for water, to stand for land, to stand as one against the black snake. We fight for those who cannot fight for themselves, the winged ones and the crawling ones, and the spidery ones. I love spiders too.
Me too.
I really do. I think they're remarkable. The four-legged, the two-legged, the plants, trees, rivers, and lakes. Look at that beautiful picture. Look at those gorgeous colors. I see some bear. I see That guy, I'm not sure what he is, like a stoat or something. I see a crane and a moose and a house and a beautiful white birdie and some other birds in the background and the beautiful water and trees and mountains. The earth. We are all related. That's a very important thing to know and to feel and to be sure about. Tears like waterfalls stream down, tracks down my face, tracks down my people's face. They're very sad. When something bad happens to the earth, it happens to us too. It's okay to express that sadness, but know that there's always something that we can do about that. Water has its own spirit. Nokomis told me. Water is alive. Water remembers our ancestors who came before us, she said. See the ancestors reflected in the water? And the sky reflected in the water? We stand with our songs and our drums. We are still here. We are stewards of the earth. Our spirits have not been broken. A lot of Native American cultures use turtles as their representation of the earth. And the native Lenni Lenape of the South Jersey uses the turtle and the turkey. We are water protectors. We stand. The black snake is in for the fight of its life. You see all those people standing together to protect the land and the water, because water is life. That's right. Protect the sacred. We have to. And that's about it. Woohoo! I like that book. Let's get that book in my hand. Come on,
That was a very good book.
I got tears in my eyes.
I know.
I'm going to read a little bit about water protectors. It's in Ojibwe culture. Ojibwe is a Native American tribe here in the U.S. Women are protectors of the water and men are protectors of the fire. Perhaps it is for that reason I felt compelled to speak for the water through this story. Let's see. Like the Standing Rock Sioux, which is another tribe, many tribes and their allies continue to fight pipelines on a daily basis. This is not just a Native American issue. This is a humanitarian issue. It is time that we all become stewards of our planet so we can protect it for our children and for our children's children. And so on and so on and so on. Yes, water is life. Yay! Thank you so much. It was so wonderful to be here. I'm so happy to be here for story time. Please stay tuned for a really fun craft. And thank you so much for tuning in here with us. And thanks and blessings to my friend Amy Cook Menzel and the whole folks here at the ACUA. What a wonderful day.
Thank you, Miss Adaria.
You're welcome, Miss Menzel. Hey there, what's happening? Your April showers will bring May flowers. Isn't that exciting? Look at this cute little umbrella. It's raining a lot. Not today, but it will again, because that's what happens in the spring. And what we're going to do is make your very own umbrella so you can keep out of the rain but still be out in it and enjoy it. Okay, I like those three colors, don't you? So here's a couple of examples of some of the umbrellas that we made. There's a little Rasta umbrella, keeping my Dawn dolls nice and dry. Here's a pretty one, blues and yellow. Some orange ones over here. So what I did was I made a stencil of an umbrella. You see that? That is our stencil. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut out the stencil, and then we're going to draw it onto this piece of construction paper and make our very own umbrella. Hey, you know what this craft is good for? A rainy day. Oh, oh, you're so funny. So if it's raining and you're inside and maybe you don't want to go outside, I personally like to walk around in the rain if I have a good umbrella and my feet aren't getting too wet and it's not too cold or it's not raining sideways. Then you can stay inside and do this nice craft. Just put on some music and have a snack and relax and do a rainy inside day craft with your favorite person named Miss Adaria. Okay, we're almost done with, you know what another name for an umbrella is? You can call it a bumper shoot. What? What does that mean? I don't know. I don't know why they call it a bumper shoot. Maybe because it looks like a parachute a little bit, but a bumper? I don't know. I think that term comes from England. So the people in England might call an umbrella a parachute. And also I've heard the word parasol, but I think that's more for shade. Like if you're in the hot sun and you want something, a little shade umbrella, that might be a parasol. I don't know if it's going to protect you if it starts really raining. I don't know if the parasol is waterproof. All right, so we've got our cutout, and now we're going to make 2 of these shapes, and then we're going to cut those out. And just follow right along. You got to be careful on these so that they meet. How cool is that? That's one. And you know what I might do? I might cut this one out and just use that one as the next template. In case I didn't get it exactly like that one. Here, let me just cut it out here so I can. I will be using that piece of paper in a second, so just put that over there. What are you doing? Get out. Okay. Hey, you know what's a good movie to watch? It's an old one, but it's a good one. It's called Singing in the Rain. It's a lot of good dancing and music. So get your grandma or your grandpa to bust out their old MGM movies and put that one on. And you're going to be singing in the rain with Gene Kelly. It's a lot of fun. Do you know Princess Leia in the Star Wars movies? Yes, I know you do. Well, her mom in real life is Debbie Reynolds, and Debbie Reynolds is in the movie Singing in the Rain. That is your fun film trivia for the day. So look at that. Look at that beautiful one. We're going to make one more, and then we're going to glue them together. Okay, let's just put that up a little bit. I love cutting stuff out. Do you like cutting stuff? It's so hard to see on the same colored piece of paper. You just have to sort of feel it with your pencil. I think I did that one already, but just to be sure. And look, it's the same. It's the same shape. Okay. We are making lots of scraps today, aren't we? So have you seen more things blooming around your neighborhood? I don't know about you, but I spied with my little eyes some beautiful trees with white flowers. Do you know what they are? They're either pear or cherry trees. A lot of cities have pear trees. They plant pear trees in their towns because they're so beautiful. And they're ornamental pear trees, meaning that they're not actually going to produce little pear fruit. They just produce really beautiful flowers and eventually nice leaves. And they provide shade and just the beauty of a tree. I wish they made fruit too. That would be cool if you could go into town and pick a pear. Okay, there is our beautiful bumper shoot. So I'm going to take the two sides that I didn't stencil, and those are going to be the outside. All right? Okay, wait a second. Hold on. Let me just see something. Okay, I can't even see the pencil marks on those. So there's our bumper shoot. And what we're doing is we're going to twist these guys around, and we're going to use it as a handle. So start at the top, and you kind of just twist them a little bit like that, right? And then you could just start twisting the whole thing so that they're twisting together. And you can make it a tight twist or a looser twist, whatever you want to do. Just so as long as they're together. You can wrap them around each other, kind of like a braid, like one color at a time until it's all done at the end. I like these three colors together, don't you? Purple and pink and orange. I think they're great complementary colors. And after you get through twisting all of these lovely items together, you can work your umbrella handle into a handle that you can hold, like at the end where it does a little loop-de-loo there. Or half a loop. Is that just a loop? Okay, so I've twisted my umbrella handle, and then I'm just going to go up like this. And what we do, these two things, is I'm going to spread it apart. We're just going to borrow this piece of white paper so we don't get glue stick all over the tablecloth. And just glue stick your little heart out, especially paying attention to the sides, because that's where it's going to meet. Oh, it's fun to do that, isn't it? And to glue the handle on, you're just going to put a little bit of glue, like right about there. Oh, did you see what Miss Adaria did? She tried to put the glue back on the glue stick cup. That's because I'm not thinking. I'm not present. I'm trying to be present. Okay, there you go. And then let me just make sure that I can line that up. Okay, good. Glue stick this one over here. I have a feeling that it's not going to stay because we're not leaving ourselves enough time to stand there and hold that thing to the glue, but you will get the general idea. So if you want to use a piece of tape, you could do that too. And that'll hold that in there. And then I'm just going to give it some extra glue stick so it sticks together. And maybe that'll help hold the handle in too. Okay, you ready? So you take the top and you just press it down, making sure it's meeting. Oh, it is holding it in there. And you could come in at the top and you could draw lines. You can also do this with the magic marker. Look at your little umbrella. It almost looks like a bat wing. So that's going to hopefully keep you dry on a rainy day. And it's going to be a fun craft to make with your friends and family at home. Hope you enjoyed today's craft. And just remember, April showers bring May flowers. And we love flowers. So yay! Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to subscribe. Take care. Be safe. We'll see you next time.